Hello everybody, my name is Sniping is Fun, and I welcome you all back to this next video, presented to you here on YouTube. A video I've been planning to do for quite a long time, and for you RWBY fans out there, I'm finally getting back into doing a RWBY video. I know I've been stating for months I'm going to get back into doing RWBY theories and whatnot, but this isn't a theory video, this is going to be a prediction. But like I said, the theory videos are coming. I have about 2 or 3 on my mind. They are going to be coming sometime between now and the start of Volume 6 and whatnot. But on the topic of Volume 6, and you probably know by the time I do change the thumbnail and, it's the name of the video and whatnot, this is going to be my early Volume 6 predictions, my Volume 6 of RWBY predictions. I know I've been saying I was going to do this for a while, and I'm sorry that I have not done any RWBY content on this channel for quite some time. It was like, I think late last year, late 2017, the last time I think I did anything, RWBY related. But I'm sorry about that. I've been wanting to get back into it for a while, and I was watching Volume 5, and I was waiting until after Volume 5, and then all this other stuff came up, and then obviously, if you've been paying attention to my channel, the Smash Brothers thing really took over a while, because I've been wanting to do a lot of speculation and predictions on that for Smash Ultimate and everything. And other stuff like, work related and whatnot. I'm sorry, all your RWBY fans out there that especially loved watching my theories a while back. All the theories I did and we commented and talked about and whatnot and everything. I'm sorry about that, but more RWBY videos are coming. This is going to be the start of it. It's going to be my Volume 6 predictions. And just like I did the last 2 years, I'm basically going to do my predictions for how I think the next RWBY volume is going to happen. I know after, back 2 years ago, after the Volume 3 ending with the fall of Beacon, Team RWBY and separated and whatnot, I did do a prediction video for Volume 4, and last year I did do a Volume 5 prediction as well. And last year, before I even get onto the topic of my Volume 6 predictions here, I want to quickly mention, I know last year, if you've been paying attention to my channel, especially with the RWBY stuff, I did do a small little series called How Would I Do Volume 5? I did like a 2-parter, then a condensed version of how I would do episode by episode of a volume of RWBY, how I would have done Volume 5. Even though it wasn't perfect, I thought it turned out pretty decent, I guess not. But I'm thinking about it. I'm not fully sure that I might do that also in a different way, though. Not how I did it back then, but a slightly different way for Volume 6. And I might make that a yearly thing where I do my predictions for a volume of RWBY, but then also how would I do that volume of RWBY. So yeah, if you have not watched that video, you can watch it if you want. Go look at my channel, say Sniping is Fun's, RWBY Volume 5, how would I do it kind of thing. I do have a playlist on my channel too for that. If you want to see how I would do it, like I said, it was interesting, and compared to how the actual Volume 5 happened to mine, there was a very big difference. Some similarities, like, Lionheart stuff and whatnot, but, spoilers, but, definitely, sorry, but definitely an interesting time to, try to predict it before the volume happens. So I might do that, so expect that within the next month or so, but here we are. That's for later. Today's video is for how would my predictions be for the upcoming Volume 6 of RWBY. We're about to start July in a couple of days, and that gives us about 3 or 4 months till RWBY Volume 6 starts. Don't they usually start in October, the volumes? Which means if that's the case, in only a month or so time, they usually come out early with a trailer and whatnot. So we might be seeing from Rooster Teeth a trailer in Volume 6 at any point now within the next couple of months. And now, there you go with that. But like I said, here's going to be my Volume 6 predictions. And before I get started, I want to mention this, if you're not fully caught up on the show, if you're not fully caught up on the end of Volume 5, I would strongly recommend you actually, watch the entire series and catch yourself up before you watch a video like this. But given that a lot of RWBY fans are die-hard RWBY fans, and have probably been since the first day, since day 1 of RWBY, since the series started, since the trailers came out years ago, the red, yellow, black, and white trailers, I'm assuming you guys watched each and every volume 5 million times over so far, so you probably know ins and outs of the series, and the World of Remnants, you probably know the games, Blaze Blue and all that stuff, so you probably know everything RWBY and have plushies and toys and decal stuff and cosplay and whatever the heck else. So now me saying that's probably redundant because a lot of you probably know the entire story so far. So, but if you haven't and you're not caught up to date, I would not like to spoil it for you because I hate spoilers. I think everyone really hates spoilers. And I've come across spoilers as I watch on Facebook and whatnot on YouTube because of people who, I watched it on Rooster Teeth before it came to YouTube and whatnot. And I got spoiled on a few little things in Volumes 4 and 5, minor ones, but still it's annoying. And I've seen people retaliate online and get pissed off at that. And spoilers aren't fun, especially if you like the series and you want to see how it goes normally with, a fresh mind and everything. But if you've not caught up to date, I would strongly recommend you not watch this video unless you're, at the end of Volume 5. So, done and done. Volume 6 predictions start now. At the end of Volume 5, we were basically left off at the final battle in Haven and Mistral. Basically, Lionheart was killed by Salem. I'm going to say Cinder was killed, beaten by Raven. Now, Yang had her talk with her mom. Yang has the relic. They have to go to Atlas. Done and done, blah, blah, blah. I do predict that this volume is not going to start off immediately in them going to Atlas. I do think the first couple episodes are going to still be them at Haven, still be them in Mistral, trying to sort things out, recuperate and rest. We're going to see the events from Salem's perspective, so we're going to get maybe an episode or two in Salem's evil headquarter castle place where, Hazel and Hazel and Mercury and and Emerald and whatnot went back to, after their failure, went back to Salem's place, obviously. Adam is quite easily, if you really pay attention, he is going to follow them, so we're going to probably have some sort of confrontational talk between Adam and Salem, and he's probably going to work entirely with them now rather than, the White Fang, which is, they defeated, so that's probably out of the picture right now is the White Fang, but Adam is still out there and at large and everything, and will pretty much be with, Salem's forces, I think, from now on. They're going to basically mention about, Salem being pissed off at their failure at, Haven, but, it's fine. We're going to go to get the next relic. It's not like, I don't think she's going to be entirely pissed, because it's like the Ozpin's forces only have one relic so far, so it's not like they're totally winning this war kind of thing. So I don't think she's going to be entirely mad. She'll just be a little peeved off and stuff like that, and say, oh, we're going to get it back at Atlas and whatnot and everything. And I do think, like I said, the first couple episodes I do believe are going to basically be just recuperation episodes, like building up the story. And Haven, they're going to probably find, unless Salem just destroyed his body and there's nothing left, they're going to probably find Lionheart's dead body in his office. They're going to try to figure out probably where the students are at. They might do a mini story of them trying to go get the students, so we'll probably see Neptune back in this volume, I think, finally. I don't know so much about Scarlet and Sage, because, quite frankly, no offense, Sage is... I'm assuming they're going to finally give him some sort of major character development, but so far he's been pretty useless. And Scarlet's voice actor is kind of hard to get, so I don't think they're going to have him. They're going to find some storyline reason for probably at least why Scarlet's not going to be joining the team in Atlas. But I do think Neptune's going to come back at some point. I'm hoping in Volume 6, but especially because they're in Mistral, and he still should be in Mistral, so I'm assuming they're going to bring him back now before they go to Atlas. And I don't know so much about Sage. I'd like to see them give him some character development so he actually becomes an interesting character. There was minor characters early on in RWBY that became more prominent, more relevant as the series went on. They were minor characters at first, and then they started becoming more major characters. I would hope they would do something like that with Sage. I know they're going to probably do that with Neptune more so, but the rest of Team Sun should kind of have some sort of relevancy, especially since Sun's one of the most relevant main characters in the series alongside, Team RWBY and Jean and, Nora and Ren and whatnot. So I'd like to see, Neptune and Scarlet and Sage become a little more relevant too, and then hopefully we can see more Team Coffee, but that's obviously not going to happen in this volume. They're probably still in Vale, I'm assuming. So we're probably not going to see any of Team Coffee for quite some time, so I wouldn't predict them to come anytime soon. But I think we'll get Neptune back before they go on the Atlas. They're going to find out where the students are at, and Sun's going to want his team back, so they're going to go search for them and pick them up. So the first couple episodes I predict are recuperating, gaining forces, trying to get the students back, maybe see who's going to want to join them to go to Atlas to try to, protect the relic, get the relic, and, Ironwood and Jacques and everything. And see who they can get, because, Crow can find people in Volume 5, and all the hunters were dead, so huntsmen were dead basically. So I'm assuming they're going to try to find the students from the school from Haven to go join them. So that's probably why Sun's going to want to find Scarlet, Neptune, and Sage, and they're going to recuperate, get their forces bound up, get ready to travel over to Atlas, get the Haven and Mistral police forces or whatever to fly them out there and everything. And we're going to see the side of Salem's forces, them recuperating, her getting, the results of them losing Haven and losing the relic and whatnot. And they're going to allude to that. I think, Cinder isn't dead. I don't think she's dead. I highly doubt they killed her off this early in the series. For one, she's too major of a villain to die off this early. I don't think we're going to have at least 6, 7 more volumes of this show. I doubt she's such a major built-up villain they're going to kill her off that early. She's not going to die off screen, obviously. I don't think they're going to have someone like Raven kill her, more of a minor character. It's going to be someone in Team RWBY, more than likely, or Jean or something, or Ozpin or Oscar or something. And like this early in the series, I think they're going to allude that she's somehow still alive, or there's some way to revive her or some way to bring her back, which is going to change Emerald, and Emerald's going to train more, and she's going to build up to be more of a fighter, so next time Team RWBY meets these people, they're going to be more of a challenge than they were at Haven, and she's going to be more pissed off, and so it's going to allude to, like, she might still be out there, but, you know, Salem's going to find out, get ready for going to Atlas, but they're recuperating and whatnot. And I do think this volume is going to write out, for now, Emerald, Hazel, and Mercury. I don't think they're going to be in Volume 6 all that much. I think the main villains, in my opinion, are going to be Watts and Tyrion. I think those are going to be the major villains, I think, besides, obviously, the confrontation with Jacques and the confrontation with Ironwood and whatnot. So they're going to travel over to Atlas, and we're going to see that happen, because obviously Watts has his connections in Atlas. That's the reason why I think Watts should be a major villain in Atlas. And Tyrion gets his tail repaired and is going to be back for revenge from Volume 4. So I think that's going to be a major thing there. They're going to travel over to Atlas. You know, we're probably going to see, either prior to them getting there or when they get there, how much Atlas has changed. Because remember, Ironwood closed down the walls. No one goes in and out. So it's probably going to be a lot more, you know, on point with soldiers and, you know, people watching out for stuff and everything. So they're going to get there, they're going to battle, they're going to be in Atlas they're going to try to find their way. They're going to either sneak in or go right through the front door and talk to Ironwood. I think somehow we're going to have a confrontation between, you know, Weiss with, you know, Jacques and Whitley and everything. Somehow they are going to have to bring back, at this point, Winter, so she's going to have to be in this volume. So I do think Volume 6 is going to focus a lot more on the Schnee family. I really do. I don't think it's going to focus too much on the Relic. I think that's going to be more of a relegated thing to Volume 7. I think Volume 6 is going to be more so the problem inside Atlas with the Schnee problem, like what she has problem with her family. I think that's going to be where Volume 6 mostly focuses on. I think Volume 7 is obviously still going to be an Atlas, so I'd say focus more on the Atlas Academy and the Relic and whatnot then. But focus this time on, you know, Weiss now officially standing up to her family with her friends and all that backing her. And then, you know, Crow and, you know, Ozpin and Oscar, you know, confronting Ironwood. And Ironwood probably being conflicted on, like, do I help him or do I do it myself? Ozpin's dead. He doesn't necessarily know that Ozpin is, you know, Oscar is Ozpin now. And I don't even know how much he knew about, like, the Ozpin situation with the wizard and whatnot. So I don't know how much he really knew. He was in inner circles, but I don't know how much he knew of that. So I think it's going to be like, he's going to be confrontational in this volume, especially because he's going to want to do what he feels like to protect Atlas, to protect the world of Remnant and whatnot against Salem. But I don't think he's going to be a bad guy. I think they're going to have some confrontations with him, trying to speak, you know, common sense into him, like, you need to do it like this, stop being paranoid. Which obviously it seems like after Volume 3 and Volume 4, you saw a more paranoid, you know, Ironwood. So I do think that's going to be confrontational, and the Schnee problems are going to be probably the major focus of, you know, antagonist type stuff in this volume. And they're going to build up to allude to Salem's forces infiltrating the nation, infiltrating the kingdom, and go into the academy to get the relic. And they're going to probably ask Ironwood, what does he know about the relic? What does he know about this or that? They're probably going to have to allude to something with the Winter Maiden, because now we know that you need the maidens to get the relics and whatnot. And I'm assuming the Winter Maiden is what is involved with Atlas. I doubt it's the Summer Maiden. And we know, and there's probably going to be something along with that, and them trying to either build up support and build up, you know, defenses for Atlas, or find out whatever they can do to defend it. I guess, I don't know. And I do think they're going to allude to a battle more so at the end. I think that's what's going to happen. In my opinion, at the end of the volume is when Tyrion and Watts and some evil Grimm start infiltrating the thing. All the rich, you know, aristocrats, you know, of Atlas are going to run around like, yay! Because obviously they're like, they focus so much on military. They don't have too many fighters, I think, in that kingdom. And, you know, it's going to be alluded to at the end. And I do think Volume 6, they need, this is more of a need, but I do think it should be a prediction. It needs to be like a melancholy, sad ending. They need to end on a negative note, like Volume 3. I really do. I mean, that's why I say they allude to going into Volume 7 with, you know, still being an Atlas. I do predict Volume 6 and 7 will be the main Atlas arc of the series. But I do think they need to allude to it. They need to probably kill someone off or have some sort of ending where it leaves us on a cliffhanger and ends the volume. So it's like, what happens? You have to wait a year. I would say, because it's like we can't have another happy ending like volumes 3 and 4, because it's like they barely made it out of those volumes. They got lucky both times. We can't have another happy ending. I'm not saying it needs to be like volume 3 total failure, but something that's like they kill someone off or something like that. Obviously not a member of Team RWBY or whatnot, but maybe kill off Ilya or do something with Crow or Winter or something. So I'd say, yeah, I do think they should kill someone off or at least severely injure someone and break down the defenses. And it's like a war is about to break out in Atlas. Now it's the Atlas army and Team RWBY and all these huntsmen against Grimm, Tyrion, and Watts and whatnot. And that's pretty much going to allude to, I think, the Winter Maiden probably making an appearance either in this volume or in volume 7, and then the battle for the relic in volume 7. That's how I would predict it would happen, something like that. But I do think for the most part, the volume is going to focus on the Schnee situation and build up to the Winter Maiden, build up to the relic, build up to the battle with Salem's forces. So it's more so like a personal volume, I think, for Weiss, and like how she's changed since she's went to Beacon, met her friends, and left her family problems behind, and how much she's grown. I think that's going to be, and it was alluding to that in volumes 4 and 5, but now she's back in Atlas, back with her dad. I think that's what it's going to mainly be focused on. At least that's what I would hope it focuses on, because I think I think we really need to see that now, especially because they're going back to Atlas. They're going to do something like that. So that's basically the general gist of what I think volume 6 is going to be about. Like, they're going to start off in Haven still in Mistral, build up a team, try to find the students. Sun wants his team back. We see what happens in the forces of Salem post failing at Haven. Adam's going to talk to Salem, and they're going to build up going and attacking it. We're going to see Schnee problems. We're going to see confrontational Ironwood, which they're going to have to talk some common sense into, and then allude to a broken ending where somehow the forces come in and break down the defenses of Atlas. Probably someone dies, like Ilya or Winter or something. And I think it should be like a melancholy, sad ending, so it's like it builds the team up for volume 7, so they fight, and then the battle for the relic happens, and somehow we find out about the Winter Maiden, which I seriously think it's going to be someone new, I hope. I hope it's not someone we really know, as people are predicting it's Winter, which would... See, that's kind of a cliche. She's called Winter, and she's the Winter Maiden. I don't think she really knows about the Maiden stuff all that much. She's in the inner circle kind of thing, somewhat. She's not really like Crow and Glenda and whatnot, but she's like right there, I think, enough with Ironwood to probably know about the stuff, and I think either he knows and doesn't tell her, or he doesn't know and she's not in it. I don't think. So I don't think she should be it. There should be someone else, I would hope. Whether we see him in volume 6 or volume 7, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to build up to it. So that's basically it. RWBY fans, put in the comments what you think. What do you guys predict will happen in volume 6? What do you want to happen in volume 6? What about my predictions? Do you think they're plausible? Do you think they're likely? Unlikely? I don't know. We're all going to have to wait months to find out. So there we go right there. So yeah, my name is Sniping is Fun. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day, and stay tuned for more RWBY videos coming. I'm sorry I haven't done any a whole lot lately, but they are coming. I do have at least two theories I want to talk about, and other little things too. And I might do, like I said, how would I do volume 6? If you want to see that, put in the comment section below. See y'all